So you've come to this video because all the productivity methods you've been given just never seem to work for you. In this video, I will cover the method of how to be productive, and you know it will work because you have used the same method throughout many years in your lifetime and you don't even consciously realize it. Now, to be productive, you need to manage your time. And to manage your time, you need to know what you're doing at what certain time. This is where timetables come into play. Now, you are already familiar with timetables and you know the system of timetables has worked. Timetables are meant for times of certain tasks or responsibilities to be done at a certain time throughout the day. And this is no different from what you had in school. 12:30 was math, 1:30 was English. You might even remember the exact time and periods of a lot of these classes because these were just so ingrained in your head. Now we want you to start living your life in this exact same system. In this system, you're gonna have every minute scheduled in the day just so you make sure you're never going off course. And if you want to see what my timetable looks like, I'm gonna put it up on the screen right now. Now immediately the question for you probably pops up in your head saying, oh, what if life gets in the way? Yes, there will be times where you can't perfectly fulfill your timetable because life will sometimes get in the way, or even a task will take a longer or lower amount of time than you expected it to take. This is perfectly fine as long as you're just trying to live by this timetable as perfectly as possible. Look, the purpose of a timetable is not to really live by minute every single day. The method of using and living according to the timetable eliminates unproductive habits such as video games, scrolling on social media, until you've completed all of your tasks for the day. Now this does take experimentation. As we previously mentioned, we could consistently miss time for a certain task. See how long certain tasks take you to complete and kind of alter your timetable as you see fit. Now making a timetable is a grand gesture for your productivity. You know what you need to do. If you aren't getting everything done for that day, unless life is getting in the way, you know you're doing something that's off course. Now when you usually do a bad thing or you're off course, you don't really feel guilty about it because you have this mindset that, oh, I could do it the next day. But with this timetable, it visibly notifies you at all times of the day whether you are on task or you're not on task. This timetable also helps us never get to that point where we're bored and it always occupies us. Before I started my timetable, I found myself getting bored quite often, but then I made myself a timetable and got myself to do productive things, even including things such as sleeping better, and it always made me to have something to do or work on. This system has already been used on you and you know it worked well. Use it to your own advantage so you can maximize the productivity you have in the work you're producing. I could put up mine on the screen again. You can kind of draw out your own just like I did, or what I did for you is I made a custom timetable. It's in the link in the description. And in case you still don't know how the timetable really works, in that same document in the link in the description, I have a link to an example timetable in that same document. If you want to make friends on self-improvement, join the self-improvement Discord. But that's all for today. I'll see you in the next one.